All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to tear down the reality you think you know. We're going to question two things you probably never ever think about: the simple, steady flow of time, and the fact that you feel solid. Let's begin. So let me ask you a simple question. How long is now? I mean, it feels like it's always there, right? A smooth, continuous experience. But what if it's not? What if your personal now is actually wrinkling and stretching all the time?
Researchers at Cornell University found something that just blows my mind. Our sense of the present moment isn't some universal constant. No, it's tied directly to your own body. Your heart isn't just pumping blood. It's literally setting the tempo for your brain's perception of time. With every single beat, your now gets a little longer or a little shorter.
So let's pull on that thread, this idea of time's wrinkles. I mean, if our own heartbeat can change how we experience time, it makes you wonder, could different kinds of bodies experience time in completely different ways?
This is the perfect example. To you, swinging a newspaper is a blur of motion, but to a fly, it's like a slow-motion scene straight out of The Matrix. That fly sees the newspaper crawling towards it, giving it what feels like an absolute eternity to just buzz off. It all comes down to something called critical flicker fusion frequency. Think of it as the refresh rate for its eyes. It's just so much faster than ours.
And here's the kicker. Time isn't just happening to you. It's happening through you. Smaller creatures with faster metabolisms, like that fly, are processing information so incredibly fast that our world looks like it's in slow-mo. They might live shorter lives in our terms, but for them, those lives are packed just as full of moments as ours are. Time, it turns out, is a totally internal experience.
Okay, so we've messed with your idea of time. But now, let's tackle an even bigger illusion, the illusion of solid. The feeling that you, yourself, are a solid object.
No, really, think about it for a second. Go ahead, knock on your desk, pinch your arm. It all feels pretty solid, doesn't it? But what if that feeling is just another beautiful trick your perception is playing on you?
So on the one hand, every sense you have is screaming, I am a solid, dense object. But on the other hand, physics tells us that the atoms that make you up, well, they're more than 99.9% empty space. So if you're mostly nothing, what in the world are you actually feeling when you touch something?
This quote just nails it. It flips the whole script. You're not a separate thing moving inside the universe. You are the universe, temporarily taking on a specific shape or pattern. It's like a whirlpool in a river. It's not separate from the water. It's just the water moving in a particular organized way for a little while.
That feeling of solid you get? It's all because of this. It's what happens when trillions upon trillions of tiny electron clouds, our little electron guys, all push back with their negative charge. The reason you don't fall through the floor isn't because the floor is solid. It's because the force fields of your electrons and the floor's electrons are repelling each other, saying, nope, you shall not pass.
Okay, so if time is flexible and we're not actually solid objects, then what the heck are we? Well, let's build a new model from the ground up, a standing wave of you.
This is such a brilliant way to picture it. Think about it. Immense speed can look exactly like stillness. A helicopter's rotor blades look like a solid, blurry disk when they're spinning fast enough. Our own feeling of being solid works on the exact same principle, just on a scale that is unbelievably small and unbelievably fast.
So how does this happen? Well, imagine that little electron guy of ours isn't just one spinning top. Picture it as the first domino in a quantum domino effect. It triggers the next one, which triggers the next, creating a chain reaction that branches out in every direction at nearly the speed of light. Your entire physical existence is the grand total of these trillions of microscopic high-speed events happening constantly. And that brings us right to the heart of it. You are not a static thing. You are an event, a process. You're the accumulation of all that insane high-speed motion, all those quantum dominoes falling at once. The pattern becomes so consistent, so dense, that it seems to be standing perfectly still, a stable, coherent waveform. You are a standing wave.
All right, so if we're this incredibly complex standing wave, this pattern of pure energy, what's powering it all? If you picture your body as, say, a giant, intricate balloon puppet, what's keeping it inflated and making it dance?
The answer is something you do thousands of times every single day without even thinking about it: breathing. And this isn't some poetic metaphor, it's literal electrochemistry.
The air around you is full of charged particles, and with every single breath you take, you are pulling the power source for your entire system directly from the atmosphere.
So how does that electrical charge get from your lungs to, say, your big toe? It's your blood. In this model, we have to stop thinking of blood as just a liquid. It's your internal atmosphere. It's the superhighway that delivers the electrical charge you breathe in, inflating that balloon puppet and animating the entire standing wave of you.
So check out this beautiful, simple loop. 1. You breathe in the charge from the sky. 2. Your blood, your internal atmosphere, delivers that charge everywhere. 3. Your trillions of cells get powered up, keeping that standing wave stable. And 4. Your thoughts, your actions, your very consciousness are just electrical signals running on that power. It's a perfect circuit connecting the cosmos directly to your mind.
Okay, let's bring this all home. How does this crazy new model, you as a standing wave powered by your breath, explain our weird perception of time? Well, this brings us to the idea of your body, your clock.
It's called the clock speed thesis. It perfectly explains why that fly sees our world in slow motion. The electrical signal in its body has a much shorter and simpler path to travel. Its internal clock speed is just faster. But in our massively complex system of trillions of cells, that signal takes longer to make a full lap. Our clock speed is slower, which stretches out our perception of each moment. So, what is our clock speed? Neuroscientists think they found it. They see these things called gamma waves, patterns of electricity that sweep across your entire brain, from front to back, about 40 times every second, about 40 hertz. That 40 hertz signal acts just like the refresh rate on your computer monitor. It's the thing that takes all the separate data, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, and stitches it together into one single, unified moment of now. Your smooth, unbroken experience of reality? It's an illusion. It's being built for you, frame by frame, 40 times every second.
And that leaves us with one last, really big question to chew on. If you're not a solid thing, but a constant event, a coherent pattern of energy held together by the rhythm of your own breath and heart, then you don't just have a frequency, you are a frequency. So what frequency are you?